हेलो फ्रेंड्स, कैसे हैं आप सब। तो आज हम फिर तैयार हैं एक नई वीडियो के साथ। तो हमने लास्ट सेशन, जो हमारी लास्ट वीडियो थी, उसमें हमने डिस्कस किया था अबाउट पाइथन पांडास लाइब्रेरी के बारे में पढ़ा था। बट बहुत बच्चों के क्वेरीज हैं, बहुत बच्चों के कमेंट्स हैं कि हमें डेटा टाइप्स पाइथन में समझने हैं। तो डेटा टाइप्स की हम आज एक वीडियो प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं आपके लिए। तो डेटा टाइप्स क्या होते हैं, डेटा टाइप्स किस तरीके से क्लासिफाई किए गए हैं, डिफरेंट डेटा टाइप्स के बारे में मैं आपको समझाऊंगा। अबाउट स्ट्रिंग, लिस्ट, टपल, डिक्शनरी, इनके बीच में डिफरेंस और ये कैसे वर्क करते हैं, इन्हें पाइथन में हम इम्प्लीमेंट करके देखेंगे। एनाकोंडा नेविगेटर के थ्रू हम जुपिटर नोटबुक का यूज़ करेंगे ताकि हम स्ट्रिंग, लिस्ट, टपल और डिक्शनरी में डिफरेंस समझ पाएं। तो चलिए बच्चों, वीडियो शुरू करते हैं।
The data type are classified as numeric data types, string data type, list data type, tuple data type, and dictionary. Okay, so string, list, and tuple. String, comma, list, comma, tuples are the sequence data type. Okay, they are the sequence data type. Okay, the records, the elements are stored in sequence. Dictionary is a mapping data type. Okay, so let me tell you in detail why these three are known as sequence data type and why dictionary is known as mapping data type. So okay, so we can say that the data type sorry, we can say that data type is classified as primitive data type and another is non-primitive data type. Okay, so data type is classified into primitive data type and non-primitive data type. Now the primitive data type is the numeric data type. Numeric data type. So numeric data type consists of int, it consists of float, it consists of complex numbers. Okay, so these three are the numeric data types, but the non-primitive data type is again classified as sequence data type and mapping data type. Okay, so the sequence data type consists of strings, it consists of tuples, it consists of list, and the mapping data type consists of dictionary. Okay, so this is how the data type are being classified: int, float, complex, string, tuple, list, and dictionary. So this is how we classify the data type. Now, coming to the explanation of each data type, like string. Obviously, we have studied it earlier also. String is immutable data type. Okay, so if we enter a string, we cannot change the elements, the value of the string, because it is immutable. We have already studied this. It is a literal, or we can say it is a constant. Okay, we cannot change the value of the string. Okay, so string is immutable, and string is created with the help of single inverted. String is created with the help of double inverted. String is created with the help of triple inverted. Okay, so the single and the double inverted, they both are used for entering single line text, but this triple inverted is used for multi-line text. Okay, if we want to enter a paragraph as a string, so we have to use triple inverted. But if we want to enter a single line text, then we'll be using single inverted or double inverted. So like you can see here, we have done it earlier also. Like you can see, name, Okiki, hello, how are you? So I have written it in two different lines. So we have used triple inverted because it is a multiple line text. So it will work. But if I want to enter a single line or a single text, we can use single inverteds or we can use double inverteds. So single and double inverteds are being used for a single line text, whereas if I want to enter a paragraph, I have to use triple inverteds. So this is how we can perform a string. Okay, similarly, coming to sorry, list data type. List is a sequence data type. Okay, list is a sequence data type, and it is mutable. Mutable means we can edit or we can change the values of the list. Okay, so list is created using square brackets. So if we want to create a list, we have to write square brackets. We have to write the elements inside square brackets, or either it can also be created sorry using list function. So the list function is a predefined function, and we can create a list with the help of list function also, or we can directly use these square brackets to create a list. Okay, let me tell you how to create a list, how we can create a list. So you can see here, I'm creating a list. So I have given an object, list1. It is the object, and as I already told you that list is created inside square brackets. So I'm mentioning here square brackets, and I'm giving some elements like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I've created a list for you. Now I'll print this list, print list 1. Okay, so you can see, okay, I'm running the code for you. You can see the list is being printed here. So I have created a list. List is nothing but a data type, sequence data type, and it is created with the help of square brackets, and obviously it can be created with the list function also, but we have used these square brackets. And obviously, list is a sequence data type. That means the element inside the list would be stored in a sequence. Like the first box will have 2, then 4, then 6, then 8, then 10. Okay, so the first box will have 2, the second box will have 4, the third box will have 6, the fourth block will have 8, and the fifth block will have 10. Okay, so this is a list, and I think I have told you earlier that the sequence supports two type of indexing. One is the forward indexing. That means it will start from 0. The second element is at 1. The third element is at 2. The fourth element is at 3. The fifth element is at 4. And similarly, sorry, it also supports the backward indexing. Backward indexing means the first element is at -5, the second element is at -4, the third element -3, the fourth element is -2, and the fifth element is -1. So you can see it supports both type of indexing, forward as well as backward. This is known as forward indexing, and obviously this is known as backward indexing. Okay, so list is a sequence data type and it supports both type of indexing. That means we can access the elements of the list with the help of forward indexing also, with the help of backward indexing also. Like I'm writing here print list 1, and inside square brackets I'm writing the index. Suppose I'm writing here 3. Obviously the value at the 3 index, the value at 0 is 2, the value at 1 is 4, the value at 2 is 6, the value at 3 is 8. You can see with the help of forward indexing I have written here 8. 8 is at 3 index. Sorry. Print list 1, and inside square brackets I'm writing -2. Obviously 10 is at -1, 8 is at -2. So when I run the code you can see again it has printed 8. So to retrieve, to fetch an element of the list, we can use either forward indexing or either we can use backward indexing.
Does indexing work only for lists?
No, it will work for string also.
For string as well? Okay.
Yes, it will work for string also. It will work for tuple also. Let me tell you, this is a list, and it will work on all the sequence data type. It will work
Okay,
on string.
sequence.
It will work on tuple. It will work on list. All the sequence data types support these forward as well as backward indexing. Okay, so this is how we can access the elements. Okay, let me tell you about the string. Suppose I have taken s1 as the object of the string, and I'm writing here your name. Okay, okay. Let me write here print
S1.
s1.
Lowercase.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so it is displaying the entire string. Print s1 inside square bracket. I'm writing 2. You can see at the index 2 we have I, at 0 index we have O, at 1 index we have K, and at 2 index we have I. Similarly, if I write print S1, okay, I'm using the backward indexing, suppose -3. So you can see it will give you again I, because at -1 it is I, at -2 it is K, then at -3 it is again I. So we can access the string also with the help of forward as well as backward indexing. All the sequence data type which I have told you, string, tuple, list, all will support the forward as well as backward. Okay, but as I told you, that string is immutable data type. That means we cannot change the element of the string. Okay, and I told you that list is a mutable data type. That means we can change the elements of the string. So if I write here, suppose if I write list 1 inside square brackets, I'm writing suppose 2. So at the index 2, I want to enter a new element, that is 12. Obviously, at the 0 index, we have 2. At the 1 index, we have 4. At the 2 index, we have 6. Now, list 1, the second index, we are changing the value. It was 6 earlier, but I want to change it. I want to make it 12. Now, if I print the list, after changing the element, if I print the list, you can see the element, the value at index 2 is changed now. Because I told you that list is a mutable data type, means we can change the element of the list. But if coming to the string part, if I want that S1 and okay, I'm taking the index 3. I want that the element at index 3 should change to suppose P. Okay, I'm changing it to P. Now, if I print S1, you can see str object does not support item assignment. That means we cannot change the element. We cannot assign an element inside a string. So string does not support mutability. That means we cannot change the element of the string. Obviously, it is immutable. Okay, and the list is mutable. So this is the difference between string and list. Okay. Now coming to the next data type, and that is tuple. Okay, so tuple is same as the list. Okay, let me tell you one more thing because before starting the tuples, let me tell you one more thing that you have seen. I have created a list for you. Like the elements are 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. So you can see that the elements of the list are of same data type,
Yeah.
like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Numerical.
Yes, all are numerical data types, integer data types. But
Integer.
if I create a list, list 1, and inside square brackets, if I create the first element as a numerical value, the second element as a floating value, third element a single character, fourth element uh, text.
Filter.
Okay,
Text.
yes. So inside this list, you can see that the elements are of different data type. Elements are of different data types. Okay, now if I print the list, you can see the list. One more thing, the point added to the list is list supports
Okay. Okay.
okay, list supports different data type elements. Okay, coming to the tuples now. Obviously, tuple is a sequence data type. Okay, but the main difference of tuple and list is that tuple is immutable. Okay, we cannot change the elements of tuples. Like the list is created using square brackets, tuple is created using round brackets. Okay, so the tuple is created using round brackets. Obviously, we can create tuples using tuple function also. We have a predefined function to create a tuple, but instead of using this tuple function, we can directly use the round brackets. Okay, let me see what happens if I create a tuple. So let me create a tuple for you, like T1. I have taken T1 as the object, and inside round brackets, I write here some elements 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So again, I have created a tuple, print T1. Okay, it is printed. That means we have created a tuple here. Okay, now if I want to access the element, obviously tuple is a sequence data type. That means the elements of the tuple will also be stored in a sequence, and it will support both type of indexing, forward as well as backward. It will support both type of indexing. So let me print with the help of index T1, and inside square brackets I'm writing the index 3. You can see it is printing 8. Similarly, if I write here print T1 and inside square brackets if I write here, suppose -3, so it will print the element at -3 index, that is 6.
6.
Okay, so tuple, the elements of the tuples are also stored in a sequence. Okay, forward indexing as well as backward indexing. Okay, if I want to change the element like T1, 2, so at index 2, we have 6. At index 0, we have 2. At index 1, we have 4. At index 2, we have 6. I want 6 to be changed with 12. Now, I print T1.
T1.
Okay, you can see it is giving an error.
Hmm.
Tuple object does not support item assignment. That means tuple is immutable. We cannot change the element of tuple. We cannot change the element of string, but we can change the elements of list.
List. The difference between tuple and list is the type of bracket. So this one is a rounded bracket, and this one, and what do you call the list bracket? What is it called?
Yeah, list is created inside a square bracket, tuple
Square
is
bracket.
created inside round bracket.
Round bracket.
Another difference is that list is mutable, the elements are mutable. In tuple, the elements are immutable.
Immutable.
See, when you will face an interview, let me tell you, they can ask you the questions like what are data types, like you will tell them about string, list, tuple, dictionary. They will ask you the difference between these four. Like they can ask you the difference between list and tuple, they can ask you string list, they can ask you the difference between dictionary, tuple, list, all four of these. So these are the difference that I'm telling you. Okay, so in tuple also, like if I create a tuple here, T1, and obviously tuple is created inside round brackets.
Round bracket.
So the first element is 2. Okay, it is a numeric data type. The second element is 3.5, that is a floating value. The third element is a single character alphabet. The fourth element is nothing but a string. Okay, let me print the tuple for you. You can see tuple also supports multiple data type values. So these are the similarity, like list supports different data type elements. Similarly, sorry, tuples also support different data type elements. Okay, so this is the difference between list and tuple. So we have completed with string, we have completed with list, we have completed with tuple. So these three are the non-primitive sequence data type: string, tuple, list. They are all stored in a sequence. The elements are stored in a sequence with two type of indexing, forward as well as backward indexing. And like you can see, string and tuple are immutable. If we create a string, if we create a tuple, we cannot change the elements of these two. But list is mutable. That means we can change the element of the list, but we cannot change the element of string and tuple. Okay, now coming to the dictionary. Again, coming to dictionary. So, string, list, and tuple, they are sequence data type, but dictionary is a mapping data type. Okay, dictionary is a mapping data type. in dictionary is, like we can say, the values of the dictionary are mutable. Okay, dictionary is the mapping between keys and values. Okay, so dictionary consists of keys and values, and it is the mapping between the keys and values. Okay, let me tell you that dictionary is created using curly braces. Okay, like string is created using inverted, list is created using square brackets, tuple is created using round brackets. Similarly, dictionary is created using curly brackets. Okay, so like the syntax to create a dictionary. First, I'll write the dictionary object. First, we'll be creating a dictionary object, then equal to, then curly braces, curly brackets, then I have to mention the key, then after colon, I have to mention the value. Similarly, it can have multiple keys and multiple values. Okay, it can have multiple keys and multiple values. As I told you that the values of the dictionary are mutable, not the keys. Okay, key is nothing but key will, with the help of key we can represent the value. So key should be unique. Keys
And what are keys?
should, yes.
What are keys?
Okay, I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Key
Mhm.
should be unique. Okay, but value can be same. Like, see, okay, let me create. Sorry, let me open again Paint. Okay, so dictionary, as I told you that dictionary is a mapping data type. Okay, as I already told you that dictionary is a mapping data type. So mapping means combining the values. Like we'll be having a set of keys. Okay, we'll be having set of values. Okay, and the elements inside the key and the elements inside the value will be mapped together. Okay, let me tell you with an example. Suppose I'm creating a dictionary. Okay, I'm creating an object for the dictionary dict1. Okay, now inside curly brackets I'll be mentioning a key. Suppose I'm mentioning 10 colon, and I'm giving a value here like A. So 10 is the key and A is its value, comma, again 20 colon, then inside single inverted B, again 30, then colon, then I'm giving one more value C. You can add as many keys you want. Okay, I've given here 3 keys and 3 values. So I've created a dictionary, and you can see the key consists of 10, the key consists of 20, the key consists of 30. There are 3 values in key. Similarly, A, B, and C. There are 3 values, and each key is mapped with the value. You can see. Each key is mapped with a value. This is known as mapping. Like with the help of keys, we can access the values. With the help of 10, we will access the value A. With the help of 20, we will access the value B. With the help of 30, we can access the value C. This is known as mapping data type. We are mapping 2 sets. I think yeah, in mathematics there is a chapter, there is a unit like relations and functions. So the functions will have multiple values depending on the variables like x and y, and each value of one variable is dependent on the another variable. So there is a mapping between 2 variables in an expression. Similarly, in dictionary also, there is a mapping between the set of values of one variable, that is key, with the set of values in another variable, that is values. So this is how we create a dictionary. Okay, let me print the dictionary. Print dict1. You can see it will give you the same output. Okay, but if I print dict1 dot keys, oh, okay, if I print dict1 dot keys, you can see keys are only displayed. 10, 20, 30 are the keys. Okay, but if I write print dict1 dot values, you can see only values will be displayed. So there are 2 functions also, keys and values. With the help of keys, we can only display the key elements, that are 10, 20 and 30. With the help of values function, we can display only the values like A, B and C. So this is how we can create a dictionary. Okay, if I write print dict1 inside square brackets, I mention here 20. So at 20 key, we have the value B. You can see it will give you the output B. So we can access the value with the help of key. Okay, but if I write print dict1 and inside square bracket I write here suppose B, what will happen? It will give you an error. You cannot access the keys with the help of value, but you can access the values with the help of keys. Okay, so
Yes.
this is the use of key. Okay, we can specify the key and it will give us the value. Okay, and key should be unique, obviously 10, 20, 30. We cannot repeat the keys, but we can repeat the values. And like dict1 and inside square bracket we have suppose the key is 10 and I want to change the value. I want it to be Z. Instead of A, I want it to be Z. So now I'm printing the dictionary. You can see the value is changed. So we have written here the value of the dictionary are mutable. That means we can change the value. But key are used to access the value, so we cannot change the keys, but we can change the values of the dictionary. So this is how dictionary is created. This is how dictionary is accessed. So in dictionary, we can access the elements, the values with the help of key. We can change the values with the help of key. Key should be unique. Sorry, key should be unique. It should not be repeated, but values can be same. Okay. The keys can be accessed with the help of keys function. And the values can be accessed with the help of values function. The major difference is that string and tuple, they are immutable. List and dictionary are mutable. String is created inside inverteds. List is created with the help of square brackets. Tuple is created with the help of round brackets. Dictionary is created with the help of curly brackets. Dictionary is the mapping between keys and values. Tuple, list, they both support multiple data type elements. So this is the difference between all the data types. Okay.